Einen schönen guten Tag, liebe Eisbären-Fans. Herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Eisbären-Gespräch hier im Videoraum der Eisbären Berlin im Wellblechpalast beziehungsweise an die Kabine des Wellblechpalast herangebaut. Treffen wir uns heute mit unserem Co-Trainer Gerry Fleming und treffen den zum ersten Mal und wollen euch den tatsächlich endlich mal ein bisschen vorstellen. Gerry, guten Tag, how are you doing?
Guten Tag, wie geht's? Ist gut?
Mir geht's gut. And how are you here in Berlin?
It's been great. It's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed my time here so far. Great facility, great fans. It's a fabulous city.
We have now the first half of the season played. What's your summary?
A lot more physical than I had anticipated the hockey being. Some really good teams. The parity, the level of play between the teams is something that I wasn't anticipating. I thought there would be a bigger drop off between the lower teams and the higher end teams, but on any given night, anybody can beat anybody. So it's good for the fans. I think that every night they know what they're going to get because teams have to compete. Because if they don't compete and they don't do the right things, then they're going to find themselves in the hole quickly. So that's something that's really surprised me, the level of play and the fan support. The atmosphere in the buildings has been sensational, nothing that I've ever witnessed before, especially here in Berlin. It's great.
How satisfied are you with the performance of the Eisbären team?
Well, obviously, we're not where we want to be right now. After the last weekend, you can go, and again, it speaks to the parity of the league. You can go from 5th place to 8th place in a matter of a weekend. So every game's important. But to answer your question, we'd like to be obviously a little bit higher up in the standings. We've had some injuries, not to make excuses, and we've got guys back that maybe weren't in shape or up to game speed right away, but they're starting to get better, and we're starting to come together more as a team, I think. So in the second half, it's going to be big, but we're going to need a push here.
Been responsible mainly for the D during the games as well. How would you rate the level of play of our D? Are there some you would like to point out? Are you missing some important guys?
No, I think we have our core right now. The guys have, again, it's taken us a little while to come together. I think that we had some guys out injury at the beginning of the season. It takes a few weeks, a few games to get up to speed, especially if guys have gone through training camp, and you haven't gone through training camp or played 7 or 8 games, and now you're starting 10 games into the season. It takes a little while to get your legs under you and get your timing under you and get your conditioning. So we're slowly starting to get there. There's things in our defensive core that we'd like to obviously improve on, and that's correlated to where we're at in the standings. I think a lot of what a team does and how they build starts from the back end out. I think Kevin solidified a lot of our mistakes earlier on and has helped us work through those areas. But as a group, I think there's still room for improvement.
Because I mentioned it in the question before, even being our second youngest defenseman, Kai Wissmann, is a loss that we don't have him for the main parts of the season right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. You could see his progress from training camp to the beginning of the season, and his confidence was starting to grow. He's a big body who skates well, who thinks the game well, he sees the ice well, and he's a right-handed shot. Like, if you look at our defensive core right now, we've only got one right-handed defenseman in Danny Richmond. So having that right-handed shot is missing now is a big loss. And not only for our team, but for Kai's development overall, too. Like, he's a young player. He needs to play. He needs to get better. He needs to be thrown into situations and get experience in order for him to improve his overall game as well.
Talking about development, you've been responsible for the development of the Edmonton Oilers players in the recent years. Where would you say our young German guys that are here, talking about Vincent Hessler, Charlie Janke, Maxi Adam, and of course Kai and Jonas, how would you say, what level do they have and what are they probably missing?
There's not much difference between where they're at right now and where most young players are at in North America. Very similar. Some of the things that most young players need to work on, obviously, is consistency in their play, making and executing simple plays consistently well. Reading the game, especially for a defenseman, it takes a lot longer for a defenseman to understand the game or get more experience in the game because it's a tougher position to play. You're the last line of defense, so your mistakes that you make are far more glaring than a mistake that a forward would make. So just understanding the position, understanding, playing the rink within the rink, playing the dots, not worrying about the outside so much, stick positioning, angling, going against bigger guys, boxing out, all the things that a young player needs to learn and work on are the same things that they work on over there.
Talking about the next game, what do you think is the main thing we have to do to play a more successful game against Schwenningen?
We have to play the right way. We can't cheat the game. We can't cheat the game on offense. Right now, 5-on-5, we're having a tough time scoring goals, and sometimes that leads to you cheating a little bit. I hate to use the word cheating, but you're on the wrong side of the puck. You're not playing well without the puck. If you really think about it, during the course of the game, a high-end player might have the puck on his stick for maybe 30 to 45 seconds during a 60-minute hockey game. So two things. When you do get the puck, you better do good things with it, but most of the game you're playing without the puck, and having an understanding of where you're supposed to be and how to play without the puck is important. So I think if we play the right way without the puck and we do good things with the puck, it'll give us a chance to win this weekend for sure.
Talking about yourself, did you make yourself comfortable in Berlin? What do you like most? What parts of the city do you like most? Where do you favorably go?
I go to a lot of different places. I like where I live. Yeah, it's a great area. I go Friedrichshain, Kreuzberg. I go downtown to the island museums. I walk along the river a lot. The market down there, I go there a lot for lunch during the course of the week. But I ride my bike everywhere, so I've kind of toured everywhere. But where I live on that peninsula in Stralo, it's just a fabulous place to live. Walk around the river, and it's a nice place to relax. It's quiet on that area, but as soon as you go under the bridge, you're in Friedrichshain, so it's a lot more happening there. But no, it's been great. It really has. The people have been super. Like I said, this is a world-class city, and it's a real privilege, and it's a great place to live here. Yeah.
Everybody of the North Americans, of course, talks about the Christmas markets and the Christmas time. Have you checked them out yet?
Yeah, I've had a little Glühwein down at the Gendarme, which is a really nice market. But there's been a few. Yeah, it's been nice to see how Christmas is celebrated somewhere else, and it's been interesting to see.
Gerry, thanks a lot and good luck for the game.
Appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you very much.
Liebe Eisbären-Fans, das war das Eisbären-Gespräch mit Gerry Fleming, unserem Co-Trainer. Jetzt haben wir den endlich auch mal ein bisschen kennengelernt. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und tschüss.